أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلما فصل طالوت بالجنود قال إن الله مبتليكم بنهر فمن شرب منه فليس مني ومن لم يطعمه فإنه مني إلا من اغترف غرفة بيده فشربوا فشربوا منه إلا قليلا منهم فلما جاوزه هو والذين آمنوا معه قالوا لا طاقة لنا اليوم بجالوت وجنوده قال الذين يظنون أنهم ملاقو الله كم من فئة قليلة غلبت فئة كثيرة بإذن الله والله مع الصابرين. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat number 249. In this ayat, Allah tells us a test that was before Bani Israel. So, this test was on the people who were going to fight with Jalut and his army, and the test was to drink the water. Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who was the commander in chief of the army, he said to his army that on the way you will find a canal or a river where you will find the water, but you are not allowed to drink water. If you want to drink, you are allowed only just to take little bit that will come in your hand. So you have to take handful size only. So you have to take water how much is in your hand, but not more than that. So if you will take, if you drink more water, then it means you are not from me. You are not from my army. So Allah will take you off from my army. So this was an incident which has been written in this ayat. So Allah tells us, we read, فَلَمَّا فَصَلَ طَالُوتُ بِالْجَنُودِ. فَلَمَّا. So when Fasala set out Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu bil janudi, with his forces, with his army, with his troops. So when Talut set out, he traveled out from his city with his forces to fight the enemy, like enemy Jalut and his forces. So falamma fasala Talutu bil janudi. Falamma, so when fasala set out, came out, Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu bil janud, with his forces, with his army. Qala, he said to his army people, Inna Allah, indeed Allah, mubtalikum, Allah will test you, binahar, with a river. Faman shariba minhu, faman, so the person who will drink water, minhu, from it, فَلَيْسَ مِنِّي, he will not be from me. So that person will not be from me. It means from my army. وَمَنْ لَمْ يَطْعَمْهُ, and the person who will not drink from it, فَإِنَّهُ مِنِّي, so that person will be from me. It means from my force or from my army. إِلَّا مَنِ اغْتَرَفَ غُرْفَةً بِيَدِي, إِلَّا, but, Manik tarafa, but allowed to take little bit water that will come into the hand. Horfatam biyadi, the handful size, like that will come into the hand. So much water is needed only if you want to drink. So handful size water, so is allowed only, not more than that. For sharibu, so they drank minhu from it. So illa, but kalilam minhum, but a few of them, they have not taken it, they have not drank the water from that one. Falamma jawazahu, so when he crossed it, Hova Talut alayhi salam, Wallazina amanu, and the people who were believers, ma'ahu, with him, who were with him, Kalu, they said, La taqata, we have no force, we have no power, lanal jawma, today. So today we are not able to fight because we have no power. With Jaluta, we are not able to fight with Jalut, wa Janudi, and his troops, or in his army. So we have no power to fight with the Jalut and his army. So we have no power today because we have no power, no force, no strength in our body to fight with the Jalut and his army. So the people who drank water, they said, Qala allazina, and Qala allazina said to Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu, those people, Yazunnuna, who had belief, annahum, that mulaqullah, that they have to meet Allah. They said, Come min fi'atin kalilatin. Come min, how many times it happened that a fiatin kalilatin, that a small group of the people or a small army or a small troop, galabat, defeated, fiatan kabira, fiatan kasira, so the big group or the big troop. So how many times it happened in the world that a small troop or the small group, they defeated the big group or the big troop of the army, biiznillah, with the command of Allah. Wallahu, and Allah, ma'as-sabirin, and Allah is with those people who observe the patience. So we understand from this one that there was a test, because when Allah wants a big job which is rewardable and has so much reward, so before that Allah wants to test the person. So test is important to to check the strength of a person, to fulfill the test is showing that this person is strong, he or she can do the test. But this was the test for the Bani Israel people, who were about 70,000 in the army of Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And they were going to fight with the Jalut, who was the chief of Amalka tribe, Amalka nation. So this way he was very strong. Jalut was very strong and brave person also. So when the Talut he traveled, he set out his journey to fight the enemy from the Jerusalem, and there was hot weather, so much hot, and on the way, so the people in the army they were thirsty. They demanded the water. So Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, don't worry, water will come on the way, but Allah will test you with the water, and the people who will take water just handful size, and they will be allowed. But if the people who will drink more, so those people are not from me, so they will be not from me also. But the people who will not drink water or drink a little bit, that will come into the hand, so those people are with me, and they will fight with me also. So he told them before everything. So on the way, when they found the water and the river came, and the people they drank water. Even some people they drank a lot, like the animals they drink. So much they drank water. But some people they drank a little, as it was said that they have to take about the handful size. So they have taken little bit also, and that became enough for them also and for their animals, because their animals that time they have the horses and the donkeys and some the animals also, and the human beings the animals. So that little bit water was enough for them also, because that refreshed their iman, and also promoted their strength to fight with the enemy also. So, but the people who has taken more water, and they said to the Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that we have no strength to fight with the enemy Jalut and his troops. They said, "Fasharibu minhu illa kalilum minhu." Fasharibu minhu, and people who has drank water also, but illa kalilum minhu, but a few of them they have not drank water. And falamma jawazahu, when they crossed, huwa wallazina ma'ahu wallazina amanu ma'ahu, on the people who were believed with him, all people. And Kalu, they said, La taqata lana al-jawma bijalut wa junudihi. They said, we have no power, no strength to fight with the army of Jalut and his troops. We are not able to fight with them also. So they said this. So it means the water which they have drank, and that water, so they drank a lot, and because of that, they became more and more thirsty also, and the power from them, and the strength from their body that has been taken by Allah also, and the lips of those people they became black also, and they were not active. They become very lazy person also, and now they said that we are unable to fight with the Jalut and his troops also. So the people who followed the command of the chief, and they said, no problem, because we understand, we believe that we have to meet Allah at the day of judgment, and also we have seen in the world there were different type of situations happened in the world before us, and in which a small army or the small troop that was able to fight with the large troop, and then defeated the large troop also. So this way we think that we will inshallah defeat our enemy also. But don't worry, we are with you. Even we are less people, like 313. They were about 313 people out of 70,000 people. Out of 70,000 army of Talut radiallahu ta'ala anhu, all people they drank lot of water, so they were unable to fight because strength from their body has vanished. But the people who were only about 313 people, and they were able to fight with the enemy. They said, we are ready to fight, don't worry. Sometimes the small troop defeated the large troop also. with the command of Allah. So you will find us to do that one because Allah is with us and we have patience just with Allah. So wallahu Wallahu ma'as sabirin. So Allah is with the people who are with sabr, with patience and strength. So the strength that was the sabr, what they have the weapon, so that was successful for them, and they with the help of that when they started fighting with the enemy and they defeated the Jalut and his army. So we will learn it more in the future next ayat inshallah. So but here we understand that today we understand that when Allah wants a big job from someone, then Allah gave to the person the big reward also. And this way trust is important because if someone is going to fight with the enemy, so Allah wants to see that person, so that person must show uh, the strength to fight that one. So this way these people they were testified, and Allah tested them, and they failed mostly. Only a few people from 70,000 army, only 313 they became successful. So that is the blessings of Allah that they were successful, and they defeated Jalut, and Jalut was killed also, and they occupied the land, and they became the Talut became the king as a whole, and the command was, and then after that we will learn because Talut in his army, Dawood alayhi salam was there who killed the Jalut. We will learn it inshallah next ayat, but we learn from here that when we find that a test is coming to us or any problem coming to us, and we must have a patience, and we turn towards Allah for the help and for assistance, and Allah is ready to help at the time of distress, at the time of problem, at the time of difficult situation. So Allah's help is the only hope, and we have to turn towards Allah to get the help, and inshallah we will be successful. Allah gave us tawfiq to do it inshallah.